Welcome to Sunday with Mike. On today's show, we'll cover an important streaming music update, staying in control of your microphone, new features you can find on Facebook, and Black Friday specials. So grab yourself a cup of coffee and join me. I'll be right back. The biggest news in streaming music services this week is that Pulse Locker has folded up and is no longer offering streaming music. Many DJs were using this service as a standalone service and also through their DJ programs like Virtual DJ and Serato. They said in their release that the reason was, quote, a combination of market circumstances and financial constraints, end quote. And I don't doubt that at all, the financial constraints part. But as I discussed back in August of this year in show number 46, I felt that all streaming services are currently illegal for DJs to use for commercial uses. You can go back and see that show and all the reasons why I stated my case. Nobody takes the time to read the TOS or the terms of service. When you agree to these services, they all want you to accept their agreement, and nobody goes through and reads that. But in every one of those, it says that you can't use their service for commercial use. So everybody kind of makes up their own beliefs and what they think is legal and not legal. So I cannot stress this enough. You should not count on a streaming service as your primary method of playing music. Please consider subscribing to a legitimate music pool such as Promo Only, which is the one that I personally subscribe to, but there are many others that are all legit, but you need a real subscription service where music is coming to you and available to you without streaming. If you don't count on streaming music services as your primary music library, then it won't hurt your business as these other weird services come and go until the marketplace gets it all worked out. I think you should use them to fill in the holes that you might have, and also it's great for exploring new music and artists when you're not DJing an event. You know, I hope in the near future they get this sorted out and streaming music does become a normal activity for working DJs. But I do have one major concern that I'd like to share with you about this concept. I have spent a fortune on my music inventory over the years. If streaming music becomes the norm, then any high school kid with nothing more than a laptop and a $10 a month subscription now has access to more music than I already own after being in business full time for 18 years with no investment whatsoever. They're just paying $10 a month and they have 20 million songs or more. So it seems to me this is only going to drive the price for DJ services even lower because there will be so many DJs in the marketplace since the cost of entry would be even lower than it is today. So the moral of this story is be careful what you wish for.
DJ Event Planner will change the way you manage and run your business. Streamline all of your procedures and software into one easy-to-manage system. DJ Event Planner, the ultimate online planning tool.
Hi, and welcome back. You know, recently I had something happen to me that was such a rookie mistake that I thought I would share the story with you so that you don't make the same error that I did. But before we dive into this, you need to know that playing clean music edits is a really big deal for me and my world. I know that we have an international audience. In some countries, it's not a big deal to play the explicit versions of songs. So you need to understand this story it is a big deal for me. All right. So now that we've understood that, let's dive in. So here I am. I'm at a wedding and I'm playing the music. We're about halfway into it. I'm playing dancing music. Everything is going fine. And currently, I am playing a guest request. People are dancing to this slow song on the floor and all is well. Until one of the groomsmen comes up to me and tells me, quote, "You're putting everyone to sleep. Kill this song and put on Back That Ass Up," end quote. I explained to him that this was a guest's request and that I wasn't going to kill the song. I also had the clean version of the song he wanted, and I would play it later when I could. He continued to give me a hard time and finally walked away. So now I want you to fast forward 30 minutes later when the groom wanted to sing along to a David Allan Coe song that's part of their little family tradition. And we had previously discussed this. I knew it was going to happen and everything was fine. So now my wireless microphone is handed to the groom and it's out on the dance floor in the groom's hands. And all of the groomsmen are all around him and they're all singing a bunch of dirty words that are not in the song. But I halfway expected it. But since it's the groom's day as well, and it's his party and he's the client, fine, sure, no problem. So I'm good with this. My mistake was rolling into the clean version that the groomsman had asked me for, which is Back That Thing Up. And that's the one I was playing. My mistake was that I didn't kill the microphone before I went out to the dance floor to retrieve my wireless mic. So as I'm walking out to the dance floor, he's yelling obscenities and cursing and singing the R-rated version on this microphone. And I have parents covering up their children's ears. And all of this could have been avoided if I would have just thought to mute the microphone after the groom song before I walked out to the dance floor. Nobody would have heard him over the music and it would have been much better. So learn from my mistake. The next time you have to give up your microphone for any reason at all, be sure to mute it before leaving your DJ area to go retrieve it. And then that way you can avoid what happened to me. It's a simple fix, but it had never happened to me before, and I didn't give it a second thought. So I can assure you it will never happen again, and I hope that you can avoid it too. You know, Facebook is back at it again. These guys just never stop. The programming wizards just keep going. They must want to have world dominance before it's all over. And I'm serious. Have you looked at the app lately? We mentioned on another show that they had a buy and sell area called Marketplace. And now I'm noticing a lot of new features. You can save videos, you can order food, send or request money from people, see device requests, look at trending news, find free Wi-Fi in your area, and the list just goes on and on. So the next time you have a little free time, check out the app and take some time to explore these new options. You might find something that you really like or some other app that you can now get rid of because it's included inside of Facebook. There was an app that I used to use quite a bit called Around Me. It would let you know about food places, drugstores, banks, coffee shops, hospitals, and many other types of stores. And you can find the same type of service inside of Facebook now under the local button. So down in the bottom left, you're going to see a hamburger, the little 3 bars. Touch that, and then the whole list is there. Just scroll through, and there's tons of stuff. If you're into movies like my wife is, you can see the newest movie trailers and then select Theater tab and know what's playing in your local theater. You can also select another city in case you want to catch a movie while you're traveling. And also, I noticed later this afternoon, you can also buy tickets in that same area. Another handy item hiding in the new menu is the QR code reader. Once you click the button, your camera viewfinder shows up and is ready to read the code. I have used the standalone app to read these QR codes, but as I do more and more shopping online, I found that I rarely needed it and so I deleted it. But every once in a while, I do need that particular feature, so having one already built into Facebook is a cool thing. So take some time and explore all the hard work that Facebook has been doing behind the scenes to make your life easier and bundling a lot of services inside of their app. I'll be right back. Hi, I know that you have purchased some stuff on a Black Friday sale, right? I know I have, but have you ever actually sold stuff on a Black Friday sale? We experimented with this idea a few years ago and we got some decent responses. So I want you to think about this concept and ask yourself if you could use some extra business. If the answer is yes, then ask yourself, what could you offer at a discount to your clients as a Black Friday special? For example, maybe a 10% discount off of some uplighting or a monogram. It doesn't really matter what it is, but since you enjoy getting a great deal on Black Fridays, it's only natural to assume that your clients would like to get a great deal too. So the only advice here would be to insert a really strong call to action in your plan. For example, receive a 10% discount off of any of our add-on items. This offer expires in 5 days, so hurry and claim your savings today. Make sure you box them in so that it's not just forever whenever they decide to call you. You get the idea on this. And then you can share that ad that you've created on Facebook, Instagram, and of course you can do an email blast to all of your current clients as well. So that's going to be my show for today. I'll be back next week with all new topics to help you and your business. Be sure to share the show with your friends for me. And also, I want you to give me your thoughts in the comments section down below. And don't forget to give us a thumbs up if we've taught you anything new at all. So until next Sunday, be safe and thanks for watching.